Oh shit. Simmy and Jimmy just went live. Oh fuck. Oh shit. He's live. How am I gonna do this without my headphones? Ba da 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 da. Okay. Let's get this bad boy up on Twitter. Da 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 da. Okay, I'll get you guys some music to listen to while I'm setting up the Twitter link. Don't worry, I did lots of prep before the show. I just can't prep posting a link that doesn't exist. Let's do Brad Dassey. I'm coming. We'll start the stream with Brad Dassey and we'll end it with Brad Dassey. How about that?
I dedicate this video to Marlene Glish, my grandmother, who was passed in 2008. She had taught me about music when I was younger, and I just dedicate this video to her. I just want to say, Grandma Marlene, I love you, and I can't wait to make it to heaven with you. And the song is about coming to heaven, and I'll see you when I come home. I love you.
I love you, Jesus.
And I see, here, can you guys hear me okay? Do I sound okay? We can't hear you? That's a lie. That has to be a lie. Can you hear me now? Good. Free Cake Jerry, that's a great comment. Yeah, oh, you can't hear me when music's playing? Well, there you go. Hey, everybody. Okay, I need to get into the mood. This is a real show we're putting on here, folks. Gotta switch around that Red Bull to make sure you get it in all the cavities. You want to give the germs some more energy to fuck your shit up. It's like a fine wine. You gotta oh, but you don't spit. You don't spit. Take some advice from your mother. Never spit. Anyway, I see a lot of these super chats coming in. I'll read them eventually, but we have serious business to attend to. So maybe like every 30 minutes we'll take a little break to read those. But let's get on with the actual show, folks. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the conclusion to the 4th biannual Simmy and Jimmy Short Film Festival. That's right, folks. But I wanted to switch things up this time around. No more settling for just the audience voting. I want to inject my opinion, and I want to inject some currency into the meme economy, folks. And what I mean by that is, normally with these film festivals, the prize you get, slight name recognition, you get bragging rights. Oh, I won the second biannual Simi and Jimmy contest. Look at me. Nobody would care. Nobody would care. You can't pay your mortgage with bragging rights, which is why today I am offering to the winner of the 4th biannual Simi and Jimmy Short Film Festival a grand prize of $20 on PayPal, folks, from my own pocket. Not even the Patreon money. This is money I earned at my job. That's right, 20 of my own dollars. But when you're putting money on the line, folks, you can't just rely on the goodwill of the voting audience. Because like I said in the festival video itself, people have been known to cheat the voting. Now, of course, there's not much you can do about that, and you still want the people to have their voice heard. So we're going to do a little bit of an equation. People's rankings in this festival will be 50% of the audience voting and 50% my own ranking. And then we'll combine the audience ranking and my ranking together to give each film their final ranking, and whatever the top film is after that will be the winner. But the filmmaker has to message me from the account that they sent the film on to let me know how to pay them on PayPal. So they have to actually be paying attention to earn their prize, which I think is the best way to do it. Because maybe they're just not a fan. Maybe they just made the film and fucked off to somewhere else, and they'll never know that they won, and I'll never have to give them $20, baby. Okay. So, well, let's get on with the show. We have a number of these films to rank. Let's see. We've got here we go. Here's our ranking. Here's our tier list maker man. So, I guess we have to watch the films. And you're thinking, I don't want to watch these films again. And that's okay if you don't want to. But I think these filmmakers deserve to have me comment on their films individually. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to watch all the films. And I'm going to explain why I put them in the festival in the first place, what I like about them, what I don't like about them, maybe how I would have done things a little bit differently if I were them. And then I'll throw them into the rankings, and we'll go from there. So we've got quite the show planned for today, because even after we do all of this, there are about 10 films that didn't make it into the festival that I want to show off as the honorable mentions. For one reason or another, they didn't make it in. Maybe you'll disagree and think the true winner was among those the whole time. But we'll get to those. That's in the second half of the show. We got enough going on right now. So without further ado, let's start ranking these films, folks. And we will be starting at the beginning with Doug Wilde TV's Fast. All right. And away we go. Hopefully it's not too loud.
Sorry, excuse me. Hey, get the time on you?
Hey, stop that. Stop right there. That's no way to treat a lady.
Can you, shut the fuck up and help me?
Better get out of here, kid, otherwise you're gonna get hurt.
But you really made no choice. See, that wasn't that hard. Oh my god!
Oh god! Oh my arm!
What the heck? Oh, this has never happened before. Do you have a sewing kit or something?
How is that supposed to help?
I don't know. We can't just let him die there.
Are we gonna leave him there?
I don't know. Like,
We need to call somebody or
we can't call
do
anyone. I'm a
something.
superhero. They will arrest
It doesn't
me.
matter what you are. He's dying.
I don't know. I don't want to go to prison. Oh my god. Hi, bud. Sorry for killing you. I brought some presents. I hope it makes you feel better. Here's your arm back. And, season 2 of Family Guy. And, ham and cheese hot pocket. Anyway, I'm really sorry about killing you. Maybe one day people will realize that custom vigilantism might actually not be a good idea. Anyway, I gotta go now. I have pizza rolls in the oven. I don't want them to get overcooked. Okay, see ya.
All right. There we have Doug Wild TV's Fast. Now, I should say, I have not looked at the audience vote yet. That will be a surprise to me. So I'm not like trying to influence the vote or whatever based on like, oh, I don't want this one to win, so I'm going to put it low on my tier. I don't know how anything is performing. I haven't looked at it since I think the day I posted it, and I assume the scores have changed from when it had like 50 votes. So I don't know what the audience reaction to Fast is, but I will say I think it's a bit of a masterpiece. I think Fast as a short film it's phenomenal. You take just one small funny idea and you do it for the 4 or 5 minutes. Really the climax of the film, and what I like about the structure, like the climax, the big inciting moment of the story happens less than 1 minute in, and then the next 3 or 4 minutes is the falling action of. It's like you look at the story plot, it goes whoa, and then I don't know. It's a unique story structure, and I just really like it. I like how it's funny that he brings season 2 of Family Guy, because it's almost like a Family Guy joke in the sense that they take one stupid idea and then they go on way too long with it, almost like the guy who injures his knee. Peter falls on his knee and then he's but it goes on for like 5 minutes too long. It's kind of like that, but I think this is obviously a lot more clever and funny. So let's pull up the tiers. And obviously we're doing these in order. I'm only doing S, A, B, and C because obviously if anything was lower than C tier, it wouldn't have made it into the film festival. I mean, those would be, the D's and the low C's, and obviously a lot of F's, almost exclusively F's. For Fast, I really, really like it. I don't want to go straight to S tier because I think S tier should be reserved for probably the absolute very best, undeniably the best. I think this one is a very strong A though. So we're going to start off with Fast in the A. And how I'm going to do this is I'm going to still have them in a ranked order. So even if two things are in A, the thing to the left is ranked higher than the thing on the right. I assume other tier list people do something similar, so this shouldn't be that crazy of a concept. But anyway, we're starting off with Fast in A. And let's just keep on trucking along. Let's go on to Florian's film.
Mr. President, your viral plan to eradicate all stoners and anarchists is proceeding well. More than 1 million of them have assembled near Area 51.
The American public is fed up with these degenerates. They are weak and out of control.
We have prepared a special new type of disease that will look like an alien virus and will wipe all of them out.
Why, we're gonna see aliens, man. We're gonna make history.
Dude, you actually believe that crap? No, this is going to be the biggest real-life meme of all time.
Like zoinks! You're totally wrong, man.
Ha, nice one. We have to free these poor aliens from our racist, fascist government. They are trying to come here in the search of a better life, and you put them in a concentration camp. I will not stand for this.
Yeah, man. Unhand those aliens.
These aliens don't send us the best. They're bringing crime, they're bringing rapists, and some of them I assume are good people. But I speak to our military and they've assured me they're a threat to our way of life, okay?
Like, this is a load of crap, dude. It's time to bash the Flash. Charge!
That is only 1% of my power.
Huh? Like, Nick, wait a second. Where are all the troops? Why is this base abandoned? Did we scare them away?
You've activated my trap card. The assault on Area 51 was just a way to lure all the enemies of the state into one convenient location for a huge weapons test. Now prepare to perish in fire and brimstone. Okay?
Well, this is it, Scoob. This is our last adventure.
Humans, you have locked up our tentacled brethren for long enough. In your secret fortress, release the prisoners now or face the wrath of the Squid Invasion.
Like zoinks, there they are. Like, they're so pretty. I just wanna... Oh.
We never actually had any aliens. There were no aliens. Everybody knows there were no aliens. I knew there were no aliens.
We have watched your broadcast and your memes. You are the bad orange man and we cannot take your word for it. How is that supposed to help? Release your prisoners now.
Everyone is against me. It's all fake news. Fake news, I tell you. Now even the aliens are laughing at us. No longer. Launch the nukes. Do it, pussy.
It's time to get up, get up, get up. Why don't you stand up, stand up, stand up? It's time to get up, get up, get up. Why don't you stand up, stand up? It's time to start a fight. Souls, they seem to be done for. Your bodies, they have waged wars. So what gives them the right to take your life from you? Why do they all play God? Who said that is your job?
Okay, that was my close personal friend Florian's animated short film. I know what you're thinking. Oh, Mumkey just wants to give his good friend Florian $20. He's gonna give Florian the automatic S ranking to boost him in the competition. It's all nepotism, folks. Florian, he's only in the contest because Mumkey likes him. You know, Mumkey didn't want to invite Florian over to the Christmas party and Florian be like, oh, so, why did you not, Mumkey, why did you not put my film in the competition, Mumkey? Oh. That's what I was fearing. So I had no choice but to include him, right? When I announce a film contest and I say, you have like 2 or 3 weeks, go. The fact that anybody would attempt an animated 5-minute film, knowing that they have such a small time limit, is always so impressive to me. I think maybe I'm biased towards animations, but when I receive an animation that is, it's a fully animated film, basically. As far as I know, as far as I could tell. I don't know how many corners he cut in the creative process. But I know I can shoot a live-action short film in about 2 hours. If I was going to make something animated, it would probably take me about 2 decades. So I'm always more impressed with those. It's an implicit bias. What are you going to do? I'm not saying if you make animated films in the future, you'll automatically make it into festivals. But I just find it impressive. So even if my close personal friend Florian Himsel did not make that short film, I still would have included it. I like I have a feeling his newfound liberal personality. He's been talking a lot about how he's the new E-Rich. He's like the new lib cuck. I feel like his film might have been influenced by some more liberal politics, but I personally found the satire of illegal aliens and space aliens. I think he derived a good amount of humor just from that pun of alien, I guess. I like the line from Shaggy when he's protesting and he says, oh, you can't keep those aliens in concentration camps. You might find political humor like that cringy. I thought it was funny. I like hearing Florian's voice come out of any animated cartoon character just because I love his voice in the first place. He already has the voice of a cartoon character in real life. So to see, the president's aide just with his mouth flapping and Florian's voice coming out, that's really funny to me. Again, everything about this is entirely personal. That's the way opinions are formed, right? I'm not trying to be objective here. It's called the Simmy and Jimmy Short Film Festival. I enjoy films for weird reasons and different reasons sometimes. Criticisms, I would say the ending sequence of your film, Florian, I felt like it went on too long. I think you should have picked a song that wouldn't be found on the iPod of a 14-year-old girl for the final, minute scene of your film. I don't know how you made that song choice. Maybe that's a band you like or something. When I hear that, I'm thinking, that doesn't seem like, because Florian, he's a Scandinavian man. He's from Scandinavia. They have lots of death and pirate metal over there. So to hear some, what I assume is like teeny bopper style pop rock or whatever the fuck that stuff is, I don't know. I wanted that Scandinavian pirate metal, Florian. So I guess let's get into the tier list. We have to tier list this bad boy. Let's see where the bias of friendship comes into play. All right. So great job animating all that. I'm sure animation professional genius commenters in the chat are like, oh, no, man, he drew one still image of Trump and then just edited 3 different mouth flaps on it. So it looked like it was animated, but really it took him 5 seconds. I don't know. I have no fucking idea, dude. I don't make animation. I just know that I liked what I saw and I thought it was funny. So I'm gonna throw this one into the high B tier. Trump did 9/11 by Florian Himsel. That's gonna be like B+ tier for me. It's not quite as good as Fast in my mind. I would rewatch Fast probably 5 times in a row before I would rewatch Florian's again. But that's just because I really like Fast. Anyway, I haven't checked in on the chat. How about after every 2 films, I'll just see if the chat is bitching at me, because maybe I've been fucking up this whole time. And when we're halfway through the films, I'll catch up on all the super chats, because I know people are probably antsy about hearing their messages. Where did the chat go? F. I go look at the chat, it just says Downward Spiral and F. What am I supposed to... What a waste of time. Why did I trust the audience? Alright. Let's move on. Yeah, I haven't been fucking everything up right. You guys can hear everything okay? Increase the size of your reaction window? Okay. I'll do what that guy said, because he was very nice about it. He didn't just say F. Alright, let's go. Increase my size. Sure, why not? I just don't want to block out their movie too much, you know? Because what am I going to buy, a green screen? What am I, a professional streamer? Okay. Let's go on to the next one.
So there I was, browsing funny pictures on Le4chan, like a total Chad while eating nachos and fingering my 2 girlfriends, when all of a sudden, I see this fat cow talking about BronyCon in Maryland. Me, being the epic Chad that I am, decided to type a reply, telling him that I will fucking massacre all of you motherfuckers who attend this fucking con, you fucking... I told them that I would be attending with my AR-15 trench coat and handgun, but also that my girlfriends couldn't make it because they'll be cleaning my expensive cars. I couldn't miss out on this opportunity to show how strong I am to all these beta males. Because I come out on top! Or my name isn't... Cue the dubstep. Nicholas Crozer!
Look out! Here comes home!
So I made it to Shit Show Baltimore and started to scope out the place. I had one goal: end the Brony fandom.
Wow, what a bunch of fucking nerds.
There were sewer animals everywhere! Oh, and also rats. I bought myself a disguise so I could make it in undetected. I looked like a faggot, but trust me, it worked. But it was soon after my entry that I noticed a sign that ruined everything. No guns allowed. What's the purpose of performing a mass shooting if the building you're in says no guns allowed? I thought that maybe I could bring in a super soaker, but then I remembered, how's that supposed to help? That was it. There was nothing left to do but kill myself by drinking birch beer. I'm allergic to birch. But right as I took a sip, I overheard some chump say that this was the last ever BronyCon. I may have ended up in a stretcher that day, but I was pleased to go home and find out that the Brony fandom was no more. Ha ha! The Brony fandom is gone! The Brony fandom is gone! I'm really happy to hear this, because there are no bigger losers than Bronies. And that's a fact.
AAC Racer Best! Dead channel!
I want you to say, screw your optics, I'm going in.
Screw you, optics, I'm going in!
Alright,
Okay, a little bit to unpack with that one. So my initial thoughts after I first watched that film was, or I guess were, this isn't really much of a short film. This seems like this guy was just making this video anyway, and then he threw in the two elements we needed, because it's not a film. I mean, you could say it's a documentary or like a mockumentary or whatever, but it seems clear to me he was making this anyway, and maybe he even just threw in the elements to a video that was already pretty much done. But I'm okay with that, because it fits the rules. It just sort of affects how I view it. It's obviously very funny. I have no idea who this the creator is. Brian, is his name Brian Moffat, or was that a joke in reference to something else? I'm not even sure. I don't remember. But this video reminds me of probably a better version of the videos I used to make. So I imagine if you've really been looking for like a replacement to Mumkey's anime reviews or something like that, I haven't looked at this guy's channel, but I suspect maybe if his other videos are all in this style, he could potentially be a very good replacement for the type of content that a lot of people are mad at me for not making anymore. So I thought it was funny. It fit the requirements. I just didn't think of it really as a short film, whereas Doug Wilde, going into Fast, had to just invent characters, invent an entire thing. This guy just sort of filmed himself going to BronyCon and made jokes about it. But with that being said, he still made an entertaining, funny film that fit the rules, so I'm going to give it a... Let's load up the list. I'm going to give it a score in the tier ranking of A, but not above Fast. It's under Fast, but slightly above Florian's animation. I think that's a fair spot for the Brony fandom is canceled. Oh, I just saw what we're going to next. This next one holds a special place in my heart. Okay, let's I'm not gonna say anything until it's over. Let's watch the next film.
Where are you? Please don't shut me up.
How can I help you, sir?
Sorry, who are you?
You were looking for Max.
Yeah? What are you, her boyfriend?
Well, how can I be her boyfriend when she doesn't even exist?
What are you talking about?
Way to go trying to date a 12-year-old, sir.
Who the hell are you?
My name's Parsa. I set up Max's account. I confront child predators around this area who contact this account for my YouTube channel. Gotta say, I'm really shocked that a person as good looking as you are is doing such a disgusting thing.
Listen, buddy, catfishing is a crime.
Go on, Mr. Nickberger. Please, please sue me. I want everyone to know what's been going on here tonight. So this is what you've been learning in those churches? To manipulate young girls? You know, those people could be your daughters, your sisters, your moms.
Listen up, you Mexican prick. I don't know who you are.
I'm actually an Iranian. Please go on.
I know you're kind. I'm glad the Arabs raided your people 1400 years ago and raped your woman. Your people are the children of Satan and fire. Why would God even want to create you?
Speaking of raping and destroying, Mr. Nickberger, Let me go over your chat log. It must be really interesting for my subscribers to go over them. I see you start the conversation with Max about Johnny Cash. Really classy move, and also disgusting. Then you talked about your love of horror films, especially the Giallo films. Looks like you're really fascinated by women being tortured. Then you send her your private part, which is a federal crime right there. And come on, Mr. Nick Berger, how's that supposed to help?
You think your petty YouTube channel is gonna do anything to me? My family has enough wealth, power, and influence to ensure that even your whore of a mother doesn't care about you anymore. Huh? I know your type. I know you don't actually care about anything.
No!
Hey! What are you gonna do, huh? Do it. Do it. I know you won't. I told you I know your type. Come all this way, can't even finish the job? You're worthless. Now you're gonna run all your life. Hmm? You're messing with the wrong people, kid. Get out of here.
Okay. All right. Speaking of a lot to unpack, that was Insecticide. Insecticide. I think like insecticide, as in to imply this is like the murder of an insect. I think. I assume that's what the name means. This film is an example of why I absolutely love amateur short films, because the way I view it, it's very competently shot. I like that it's sort of in grayscale. It has a very serious script, which I think was probably inspired by somebody like Anxiety War, who has a YouTube channel dedicated to catfishing predators and then showing up in public places to film them and, you know, do a Chris Hansen on the move sort of thing. But what sets this film apart is that you take the competently serious directing and shots. I like the shot of like it's from like a Dutch angle sort of, and you can see like the other guy's hand coming into frame. I don't know. I like the cinematography. The script is nice and serious, but also when he goes off on a tangent about how he hates whatever minority the other guy just happens to be, that shit cracks me the fuck up. I don't know if that was meant to be funny or not. But the beauty of it is that the film seems like it's a serious, competent thing. But then the comedy nugget from it is that it's horribly miscast. And that's what I like. Nothing against either of those guys. I'm sure they worked very hard on the film. They probably wrote and directed it and did everything together. I have no idea. But there's just something about the casting and the performances combined with the serious tone and nature of the film that makes it a unique, wondrous experience that you're not going to get from the Cannes Film Festival. You're not going to get it anywhere else other than from something like the Simi & Jimmy Short Film Festival. This is a version of YouTube that is dead. It's dead. And I'm happy that I get to allow... I can help these people get their videos seen by tens of thousands when in these days those types of videos probably would get maybe a couple hundred. So Insecticide means a lot to me. I just genuinely really enjoy watching that one. I get a kick out of it every time. But where does it go on the tier list, folks? I'm going to put this one. I think this one has to go as a low B. It's a low B. I like it a lot, but maybe not for all the exact reasons the filmmakers were hoping for. Nothing against them. I think they did a genuinely great job and made a film that I will remember for the rest of my life. I really, really like it. I like the whole theme of racism. When the rich white guy says to, I already forgot what the other guy, he's not Mexican evidently. I don't know what he's supposed to be. I forget, but it's a funny line. But when at the end, when the white guy says, we've had control over you your whole life. You're messing with the wrong guy. And there's like subliminal messages of, I think it was like the founding fathers and shit. It's like, whoa, what is this movie about? What the fuck is going on? What are they trying to say? That the rich white people will always get away with raping kids and the minorities can't do anything about it? Is that what the Jeffrey Epstein anime was trying to teach us? I don't know. But let's move on to, oh man. Let's move on to, we had our dessert. Now I have to eat my monkey vegetables with this next one, folks. And after this one, after we tier list this next one, I'm going to read all the chats real quick. Let's get past these credits. Okay. Here we go with Mumkey Jones gets facially molested, I think is the title.
Pokemon is a game for macrophiles. My uncle would love this. Professor Oak, more like, fuck you. Is it bad that I want to fuck female Pikachu? Yeah, a Pidgey. The last Pokemon I need to complete the entire set. Hell yeah! Yeah! Fuck yeah! Uh-oh! We're gonna get one Pokemon. Oh, go monkey, go monkey, go monkey, go monkey.
Yep, that's Monkey. You're probably wondering how he got into this situation. Well, after falling in love with a pedophile...
Is that the sweet aroma of pedophile pussy? Sheepover, my sweet, my darling, my beautiful girlfriend that loves and supports me. Listen, I'm going to be working late the next few nights. In other words, pack your shit.
Taking new medication.
The hell is this? Sadness get rid of. Hell yeah.
And discovering that his friends are the literal scum of the earth.
It's the Donald
Trump? I can't believe you're using my music in the background of your tweets without giving proper credit.
Yes, I've been meaning to do something about that. Hey, listen to this new background music I made.
He's gotten pretty tired of living in a society.
One more Pokemon before I hit the hay for the night. Eat ass, shit around. God fucking damn it! That was the best TV someone left on a curb. God. Ah! No!
Monkey Jones, so sad to see you in this decrepit state.
Who the fuck are you?
Who am I? I'm Dr. Nick, placeholder name. Hi, everybody.
Hi, Dr. Nick.
And I'm here to fix you up real good.
How's that supposed to help?
About like this.
He looks perfect.
He is perfect. At long last, my Patreon money won't go to waste. Now rise and let YouTube see its new Monkey Jones.
All right. Speaking of implicit bias, people who have watched all 4 of the biannual short film festivals thus far might notice a popular trend. Films that are about me seem to more often than not end up in the festival. Is that because I'm conceited? Is that because I'm I can't, I'm so self-reflective that I see myself presented on screen and I think, oh, the world has to see this. Yes, absolutely. The trick when you're making these festivals is you want to include the films that you liked, but you also want to include things that you think the audience will appreciate. And what is the one thing that every single person in my audience has in common? It's that they watch me. That's literally the only common denominator for every single person watching my videos is that they watch me. So naturally, the ones that are about me and making fun of me and all those things, I think that the audience, the majority of the audience will be able to enjoy those as opposed to something that is completely original and unique, which is probably what I would prefer. But there's a better chance those won't be as accessible. So it's a roundabout way of saying the ones about me I like to include because I think most of the audience will get a kick out of them. And they're also typically pretty funny. And that one it includes some real reality check gut punches to the old monkey boy. I very much appreciated it. So let's see how much I appreciated it. Where does it fit in the tier list? At this point, I have to really start comparing it to the other placements. It's like, well, I like it. Do I like it more than the Florian one? Do I like it more than the Brony one? And it's tough. I really like the zoom out shot to have real life freeze frame and then a narrator and a guy playing Baba O'Reilly. That's such a great creative choice. It's something that if I had friends, I would probably have done in my own videos. That's great. I like that Turkey Tom is the reincarnation of Mumkey, after they fix him. I like a lot of it. As far as it being like a good short film, it's more of like a collection of scenes to give me shit. Which I guess makes it more of a film than the Brony one. I'm gonna put this one in high B tier. It's the highest B we've seen so far. And with that, we're halfway through ranking this film festival, so I'm gonna catch up on the super chats real quick. Let's take a short super chat break. Everybody else, you don't want to hear these, leave, mute the video. Go take a piss, go grab a Rolling Rock, whatever you got to do to get through it. I'm going to just speed run through some of these. All right, Palm Sugar, sup, remember me? Yes, I do. Clementine, Everett. Yo, how's everything going, bud? It's been going pretty well lately. I'm over a month sober now, and I'm working hard at a job. And I've got a shit ton of great video ideas. people keep saying, oh, make good content again. Don't worry, it's coming. It just takes time. I'm trying to figure out how to balance my work life with my video life with some of the videos I want to make. Not super easy to do alone. So I got to also coordinate with, is Biggs able to come help me make this and be in it and all that? So there's a lot of coordination and stuff behind the scenes that you wouldn't know about unless you listen to my Patreon-only podcast, because I imagine those people are the ones who deserve to know the most about what's going on. But believe you me, if you're like on the fence thinking about unsubscribing from the channel because you're not sure if you like the content anymore, give it a couple more months. I've got lots of good ideas cooking, what I think are good ideas, so they're probably horrible ideas. But just give me a shot. I might surprise you, I might impress you, but most likely I'll let everybody down and I'll be hated. But stuff's coming. Stuff that the people are demanding is literally in development. It's not all cat vlogs, although one of my upcoming videos will be a vlog related to my cat. But if you don't like those, don't worry. It's all about balance. Like Thanos said, you gotta get your stupid fucking mini knife thing and balance it on your finger. I want to balance the types of videos that I like to make with the types of videos that people like to see me make, while still trying to have fun with all of it. So it's a roundabout way of saying, just give me a chance. We've got some good stuff coming. Respawn Master, thanks for watching my short film. Excited for the next one. Yeah, Respawn Master, you're in this contest, but I don't remember which one you made. But congrats for making it into the festival. Palm Sugar says, did you enjoy the package? Which one, Palm Sugar? You've sent me like 100 packages over the years. I don't know which one you're talking about. Bleeding Thumb says, wow, now that is relatable. Bobo, hey, is there a re-upload site or something? Yes, it's mumkeyjones.tv. That's the re-upload site. Pedo Stash, very cute. Also, please do a live reaction of Boku no Pico. I have a Boku no Pico review up on the website if you want to go watch that. Bring back Mumkey's anime reviews? I don't know. Wouldn't that be a bit of a cop-out move? Is there any way I could engineer that sort of revival without seeming incredibly desperate? I don't know. Sorry, I got work right now, but I look forward to watching. Well, we'll see ya in the VOD. I freaking hate money. Yeah, thank you. Tutors Girl says, hey, Mumkey, I haven't been able to talk on Snapchat lately. Well, it's not your fault. I no longer go on Snapchat. I know a lot of women added me on Snapchat so that they could send me pictures of their tits. If you have sent them, they have remained unopened. I have abandoned Snapchat. I'm sorry. I've been busy, though you stopped using it from what I've heard. Wanted to say hi. Palm Sugar says, there's mere to it. Respawn Master again says, I'm an aspirin filmmaker. I assume he means aspiring. 1 year ago, you gave me film advice, and your films inspired me a lot. I look forward to a lot of criticism. John Thick, too. Okay, Respawn Master made John Thick, which I think we're about to watch in our rankings. So, yeah, Respawn Master, keep it going. I really like John Thick. Hope Cole says, love you, Mumkey. Hope you're doing well. Baron Julius Von Brunk says, did you see my new Lego Zelda animation? I got Turkey Tom and Rusty Cage for voiceovers. No, I have not seen that. Sorry, I couldn't finish it in time for the competition. No, I need to go scroll through my subscriber feed if you put it up on YouTube, because I know I'm subscribed to you, Von Brunk. That sounds great. I want to watch that. Tutors Girl, what happened to the first film festival? It's probably lost to time. There's not much I can do when everything's getting, when entire channels and shit get deleted, and it's like, oh, well, I didn't have a backup of that one video from 3 years ago. I guess it's gone forever. Well, stupid me. I'm trying to be smarter about backing things up now, but what are you going to do? Bungle Boy, where do you announce these film festivals? Usually I post a video saying, hey, here's into the festival. But this time around, I wanted to only let the true fans enter. So I only announced the film festival at the end of my normal upload videos. So if you just didn't watch 2 of my normal videos in a row, I guess you don't get to be in the contest. I know it sounds really cruel, but I wanted to reward the fans. I wanted to reward them. And also, I probably cut down the shitty submissions by like 80%. I did not have a lot of garbage to come through like I did every other time, so I think this might have been the best way to announce it. Only the people who have only people who, 1, click on my videos, and 2, have the attention span to watch a full video. If those are the only types of people entering a film contest, that might not be the worst thing in the world. TBH fam. We've got Animated Demon just going berserk with a million different things, I'm sure, that are all very nice towards me. He says stream on Twitch. He's quoting Bungle Boy, who I don't know who that is. He says he bought me ice cream. I don't know if any of this is true. Are you still doing the Depression Chamber? Yeah, I'll probably start streaming that on Twitch again. I'm trying to figure out, like, what sort of things should I stream on Twitch all the time, and what sort of things are big and important enough to be streamed on YouTube? And I figured that this thing, since it's directly related to a whole video on my YouTube channel, I thought this would be a YouTube stream. There's $300 in you bag. What are you talking about, Palm Sugar? What bag? If you sent it to my P.O. box, I'm not getting it because I don't live in that state anymore. What are you fucking talking about? Make a new Discord server from Demon. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Okay, we're all caught up. Let's go back to the films, baby. Let's go back to what the people came here to see. Some short films. We've got 5 more to rank, and then we'll find out who will be the winner that gets the grand prize of 20 real USD monkey dollars directly on PayPal, folks. Let's move on. I think John Thick is next. I might be wrong.
"50 years ago, half of everybody was wiped off the internet. Comedians, edgy people, political outsiders, they're all gone now. Since then, YouTube has taken over the entire world. Every country and company is owned exclusively by them. There's not a place for free thinkers like us anymore. Resistance leaders like John Thick have been in hiding for years. Running low in hope, it feels like things may never get better."
Why is that a symbol of hope?
Hey Nick. Hey Nick. Earth to Nick, anybody home?
Huh? Yeah, what's up?
Come on, man. You gotta stay focused. I mean, like, these time watches are due by Friday. Friday! I mean, like, Miss Susan gave us the task of completing these. I mean, like, come on. We wouldn't want to disappoint Susan, now would we?
No, definitely not. Hail Chancellor Susan.
Hail Chancellor Susan. Whew. Hey, lunchtime. Well, see you down there. Hey, don't hold up, Nick.
Gotcha. anyone there?
What do you want?
I'm looking for John Thick.
I haven't heard that name in 50 years.
Here.
How's that supposed to help?
You can't break into YouTube HQ without a pair of shoes.
Let's go.
December 11th, 2018.
All right. So I've got a couple questions about John Thick. So is the character John Thick supposed to be like 70 years old? He says, I haven't heard that name in 50 years. You look like a 17-year-old. What are you talking about? What is happening? What I like about John Thick is that it's one of those, it's a special kind of short film, amateur short film, where almost every single thing that happens or that they attempt on screen, your brain tells you, that probably could have been done a little bit better. But it's only in this genre that you get entire films that are like that. I'm not saying that to like shit on them. I'm saying you watch the fight scene and you can clearly see that it's choreographed. It doesn't feel, and I'm not talking like the joke, Smash Bros. Super slap at the end. That's obviously like a joke. But when they're actually like, he's hitting him with the stick and they're doing moves and stuff, you can see them. You can see it's like they're doing a dance. You can see them doing the dance. It doesn't seem like a genuine fight to the death, and I don't mean to compare John Thick to the actual John Wick that is being produced by the greatest fight choreographers who are alive today. I have to imagine working on those movies. I don't want to say, oh, this John Thick parody doesn't live up to the original. I'm just saying you only get that special feeling of, oh, okay, I can see that they planned this out, and I can see you can see behind the scenes during the scenes, and that's something that I also enjoy from these short films. So let's see where I plug John Thick into the ratings. Let's go with, I hate to say it, John Thick, but as much as I enjoy the film, it just doesn't have as much of the magic as all the other ones so far. So unfortunately, I think we might have our first C. John Thick, Chapter 1. It's a good amount of fun. Kind of slow in parts, but ultimately a pretty good time. A few things could be done better, I think. I think it happily rests in the C position, and C is not an insult. The fact that all these films are here in the first place means they beat out 100 other films. So to be the C tier of the best is not too shabby in my view. Let's move on to, another animated film, claymation animation, you might say, by one Classy Star. his second appearance in a in a Simmy and Jimmy short film festival. Let's go.
Oh no, it's Nikki.
Rent. What is that?
Nothing. Momkey's planning on raiding YouTube.
Will there be a lot of money?
All of our money is gone! Yeah, whole lots of money.
I'm in. Nah, mate, how is that supposed to help? Give me the shotguns.
Ugh, fine. Whoa.
So, you thought I was dead?
But wait, I saw you die. Doesn't matter. None of you guys will be alive. All right, Susan, you got. What have you done?
30 seconds until self-destruction. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Nice of you to drop by.
Okay. Over the course of this stream so far, we've talked a lot about my implicit bias as a Simmy and Jimmy Short Film Festival planner. We've talked about how I'm biased against animations. I automatically think that they took more work because I don't understand how they're made. I'm biased against films that are about me because I feel like, you know, I can relate to me and the audience has me in common. But this one, this Classy Star guy, he always hits the trifecta of my implicit bias. Animation, about me, and the third one, something competently made by a child. I don't know how old Classy Star is, but judging by his voice, I assume he's like, 12 or 13 or something? I don't know. If he's like 18, I'm sorry, dude. That's pretty harsh for me to say. I think he's in like, you know, upper middle school, lower high school. So when he submits these things to me and it hits this trifecta immediately, it's almost an instant include. I don't even really have to watch them. It's like, oh, Classy Star made it. Yeah, throw it in the festival. I'm already impressed. I really like the claymation. He's only getting better and better. I've watched most of his work, and he seems to improve just about every time he makes one. I think I might like the short film he made for the last festival better than this one. But then again, that one did include like 3 minutes of Hypnotoad so that he could hit the time limit or whatever. So I don't know. I enjoyed the small details. Like during the explosion, you can see just for 3 split frames, like the explosion, the white smoke or whatever. It's cotton. He has actual just swabs of cotton that he's filming. I don't know if these take him an afternoon to make or weeks to make. I have no idea. I really, really enjoy the craft, though. He's Classy Star has videos showing time lapses of him making some of his different characters, because he makes all this shit by hand himself. He makes the sets, he makes all the characters, he voices it, he does all the work other than like having other people do some of the voices and stuff. Hugely impressive, always fun to watch. Let's see where it fits in on our ranking. Let's take a look. All right. It's weird to think that Fast is still number 1 for me. If nothing else is better than Fast, I might have to move it up to S tier just because S has to be the best of the best. But this one, I like it more than the Brony one, and I like it less than Fast, so I think automatically it has to be A tier, right in between. And I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, I'd say I'm pretty happy with that. I don't know. It's that trifecta, folks. If you want to win $20 in the next short film festival, just do an animation about me and also be 12 years old. That's all you got to do to impress me. But let's see if any of these three will usurp the crown from Fast. So let's see if anybody naturally hits the S tier as we're going. And next up is a mockumentary about a Native American man. Let's take a look.
Prince Albert. How the hell did I end up here again? Gateway to the North is what they call it. Other people know it as a shithole city filled with panhandlers. An old buddy of mine, Nick, is one of those people. This is his story.
Hey, Nick.
Hey, Donald, is that you?
Sure is. Hey, making a documentary. You want to be in it?
Okay. What do you need me to do?
Just be yourself, I guess.
Alright, sounds simple enough. I need spare change, bro. Walk around this town every day. I like the old houses around here, you know? And here you get a great view of the forestry across the river. I like this place. I grew up here.
So, what made you choose this career?
Not too sure. I come from a decent enough family, but I can't really bust because I fucking suck at guitar. Oh, Countdown Racers, sing your song, doo-da, doo-da. Countdown Racers, sing your song, oh, the doo-da. So I can't really do that. You know, I thought all these other fucks hang around here asking for money, why can't I?
Yeah, but don't you think it's a little undignified? You're just sitting around asking people for money.
A little, but in my defense, I'm not sitting, I'm standing.
No, I'm not.
Oh, how much do you make per day?
About $7 or $8 a day. And sometimes more and sometimes less. Now, this one time, this guy thought my shirt was really funny. He gave me $20.
Do you even own a handgun?
No, my wife won't let me. No, I'm just kidding, I don't have a wife. I even saved up enough to buy this phone. Cool, eh?
So, where do you live?
Staying at my mom's house. You wanna go?
Sure.
Alright, let's go. So, this is my bed. Sleep here every night, and then I get up bright and early. Start my day at the parking lot.
I don't mean to be rude or anything, but how come you don't get a real job?
How's that supposed to help?
Well, you'll be making more money and you won't have to bum off of people. Like, you're literally asking people for money.
Where would I even find one?
You have a phone there. You can look up job postings and apply with a resume.
I don't even have a resume.
If you don't have a resume, I can help you make one.
You really do that?
Yeah, it's a dangerous life you're living. You gotta get out of it somehow.
You know what? Yeah. Well, let's do this.
Hey, so where are you off to?
Hey, I got a call. I have an interview at the store that I used to hang out in front of.
Oh, sweet.
I'm a little nervous, but I really hope it goes good. Wish me luck, man.
Yeah, I will. Good luck.
Thanks. How do I look?
You're looking good.
For some, it is possible to find happiness here. You just need to look for it.
All right. No soliciting. I imagine in the voting, I have not looked at the audience voting. I imagine that one might not be doing super great in the audience voting because it commits the crime of being genuinely wholesome. And that is almost entirely, other than that it was competently made compared to the 90 other films submitted. The ingenuity of submitting a film to the Simi and Jimmy Festival that is uplifting and wholesome and nice. Whoa. Talk about a novel concept, folks. Not very many submissions made me think, wow, I think this movie makes me want to be a better person. Most of them make me feel like shit. Most of them make me feel sad. Most of them are picking on other people. This one is only uplifting. It does make me wonder, though, if the guy playing Nick, I wonder if there's any truth to this movie or if it's just completely something that Ethan and that these guys just came up with. Like, oh, let's just something about panhandling. I wonder if the film is in any way true to life. I wonder if maybe this guy actually does do this, and maybe he didn't actually get a job. You know, they made the movie and then he went right back to panhandling. Again, this is fan fiction. I have no idea. I'm just wondering where the inspiration for this movie came from, because it just seems really down to earth and uplifting, and I'm wondering, do people just naturally come up with ideas like this? I have to imagine it's just based off of some form of reality, because who thinks I'm going to make an uplifting, quaint, little tiny slice of life 4-minute short film about some guy who gets a job? Who wakes up and thinks that? I have to imagine nobody. I think he just said, hey, let's make a little mockumentary about your life and give it a happy ending. That's my assumption. If Ethan McIntyre, if that's his name, if he wants to elaborate, I'd love to know. But ultimately, I do really like that movie. I like that it's uplifting compared to the other ones. But where does it fit in with the tier ranking? Well, I would say, unfortunately for this film, it is in the C tier for me. But I do think it was more competently made than John Thick. I think it has more of a beginning, middle, and end than John Thick. I think it's purposeful with everything that it does. But I don't enjoy it as much as the ones above it. These last two look like we're in for quite the treat, folks. So without further ado, let's watch Elliot Gets a Call from His Mom. I think that's what it's called. Something like that. It's a very long title. All right. Only 2 more to go until we can do some math to uncover the true victor, folks.
Hi, Elliot Roger here. This is my last video. It's all come down to this. Tomorrow is the day of retribution. All my life I have been shunned and ignored by all the beautiful, blonde, buxom bitches in this town. And for that they must be punished. It's an injustice. Crime, even. What do women see in me? I'm perfect. Fabulous, even. The supreme gentleman. And yet here we are. My plan is to climb to the very top of the Sneed's Feed and Seed, where I shall unleash my lead vengeance on all the spoiled brats who dared ignore my magnificence. I am the closest thing on earth to a living god, and just as I try to giveth, I will taketh away.
Animation! There's animation!
Beautiful, sunny day here in my town. A beautiful day to die.
Oh, fuck.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Mom. Hi, Mom. Hi, Mom. Yeah, how are you doing? Yeah, I'm doing fine right now. Yeah, what? What's in the news, Mom? I'm on the news? What am I on the news for, Mom? A shooting? What? No, that's not me. No, Mom, that's not me. I'm at Nick's house. On top of the feed and seed? No, Mom. No, I'm at Nick's house, Mom. We're playing Xbox. I'm not at a shooting. Well, yeah, we're playing Mario Kart on Xbox. You say I don't see my friends enough. Well, I'm nowhere near there. Why would it be me, Mom? That's not me. Mom, I'm at Nick's house. What? Well, yeah, Mom, sure thing. But well, it's not me. I'm in Nick's backyard. We're playing. Well, okay. Hi, Nick. Mom says hi. I'm not going to put Nick on the line. He doesn't want to. Well, he might be wearing the same shirt as me, but, you know, I don't make the shirts myself. I go to a store. He probably just went to Walmart like I did. Well, he's on his... Well, you say too many people spend too much time on their phones. You say I do it. You've got me on the phone right now. I just want to play Xbox. The guy might be on his phone. Look, I'm gonna wave at the sky, and you know, so if it's me, the guy on TV will wave too. All right? Can you? Well, is he waving? Well, then it's not me, is it, Mom? Because I'm waving at the sky right now. Why would I lie to you, Mom? Why would I lie to you? You're my mother. I love you. I would never lie to you. It's a rash. Yeah. Yeah, it's on my fanny. Look, Nick doesn't want to hear about my rash, I'm sure. Okay. Well, cream. What do you mean cream? How's that supposed to help? No, I need to go to the doctor about it. I'll do that in my own time, okay? That's not me, Mom. I'm at Nick's house. Well, I love you too, Mom. I love you too. Bye. Bye.
boy. All right. I don't know if that's supposed to be titled Supreme Gentleman or not. I took the titles from whatever the YouTube upload was titled, and his YouTube upload was just titled Elliot Gets a Call from His Mom. But in the movie, it seems to be stylized as Supreme Gentleman, a film by blah, blah, blah. You know, I did not, before going into the stream, I did not know what the rankings would be. I'm really doing this off the top of my head. But after watching that one again, I feel like it's a no-brainer. That has to be the best one yet, right? Let's go straight to the tiers. That movie is fucking gold. And let's talk about why. All right. Elliot Gets a Call from His Mom. I'm going to do it, folks. I'm going to put this one up in the S tier, and let me explain why. First of all, the opening sequence might be the best scene out of all these films. I like the chaos of the music and all the images of women popping up and he's just reeing. I know it might be just all the generic things that you think of when it comes to Elliot Rodger and incel culture and stuff, but the way that it's presented, the chaos of his mind, even though obviously this actor isn't feeling that, the feelings that the film is evoking sort of, they give me insight into the chaos of somebody who is losing it and about to shoot up a place. I don't know. That's just the impression I get from the film. I really enjoy it for that. And then if we're going to go back to when I was ranking Fast, I said it was essentially a really funny joke that they stretch out in sort of a Family Guy style way. But I said that as a positive because I really like that sort of thing. I like long, awkward scenes that make most people uncomfortable. Those are things that I personally really enjoy. And the fact that this movie is basically half that, of just like a guy in front of a green screen on the phone trying to convince his mom he's not doing a shooting while she's watching him on TV, that is so funny to me. And all the little things he does of, well, it can't be me because I'm waving at the sky, Mom. And if the guy on TV isn't waving at the sky, the way he's trying to convince it, it's just everything is so funny. I have no idea who this guy is, but it seems clear to me he is, if not a creative genius, a comedic genius. There are probably things in this movie that I'd have to watch, again and again and again to even pick up on. This is the first time I realized he was doing his shooting on top of Sneed's Seed and Feed, which thankfully the former owner Chuck was no longer involved, because if Elliot is so upset about sexual things, he would not have been happy about going to Chuck's establishment, I'll tell you what. Thank goodness, in its current iteration, it is Sneed's Seed and Feed. But yeah, that's my first and probably only S ranking. I think that might be my favorite film of the bunch. I'm sort of coming to realize that right now, along with all of you. But we still have one film to go, so maybe I'll have an epiphany while watching this final film. Maybe I'll realize it truly is the supreme gentle film. Let's find out. This is the last weeaboo, and also the last film. You see what I did there? I'm a shell of my former self. All right. Enough wasting time. Let's just watch this shit. Not that this is shit. I actually really, really like this movie. Yeah, I fucked it up. I had a typo in my title, and now the film has to suffer. My bad.
Okay, Johnny. Well, I'm going to spend my whole weekend with my wife watching so anyway. See you on Monday then. What the hell? That's strange. Luca? Nikki? Is anyone home? What the hell happened here? Nikki!
I'm sorry, Master. Master, I did what I could, but they were too strong.
Save your breath. You're badly wounded.
Master, they have taken her. You must save Luka-sama. They said that they're going to kill her if you won't come.
Yes, but where? Where they have taken her?
They taken her to Vashilko.
Thank you for your service, Nikki. May you rest in peace. So this is Vashilkov, huh? I need to keep going. I'm giving you one chance. Release my lady and be gone!
Now, Hyperchat, you may kill him, as I promised.
I've been waiting for this. Come here, you animate cunt! Ha! What a loser! And you're supposed to be a challenge.
I didn't want to use this, but I'm sorry, Sensei.
What a lame hat! How's that supposed to help?
Sobi mo warida.
I've had enough of this. Die, you fag! Where is he?
その程度かくだら次はお前だ
You are truly a powerful warrior. And thanks to chat, I have you right where I wanted. Retribution barrier!
Nani?
Now thanks to your powerful soul, I can resurrect my master, so can have revenge on this world! I am more than human. I am superior to them. All magnificent, glorious, supreme, eminent, divine! I am the closest thing there is to a living god. Humanity is disgusting, depraved and evil species. It is my purpose to punish them all.
What a beautiful day. Huh? Luka-chan, 何を
諦めないで. I will purify the world of everything that is wrong with it. On the day of
Fucking
retribution.
Yu-Gi-Oh music!
Struggle all you want, but in the end, you will die!
俺が終わらせてやる。この戦いを我が名は最後ウィアブーだ。押してまいる
Whoa! My retribution barrier!
Anime Surash!
Ah, my master!
全部が終わった。
よかった。そなたはいつも通りかっこよかったね。
うちに帰ろう。
はい。
行くぞ。
Okay, that was the final film from the festival, folks. The last Weeaboo. What does that to say? Well, there's quite a bit to say. For one, I know you're supposed to do like an insult sandwich where you say something nice and then something mean and then something nice. I'm just going to do this in sequence of what we saw on screen. And the first half of the film, I'm not going to lie, folks, not the best audio mixing. A lot of the dialogue is kind of hard to hear. The sound levels are way off. it was probably even worse for you guys than it was for me, because I don't know how OBS is dealing with this shit. So from a technical standpoint, there's a lot to be desired, but from a comedy standpoint, these guys are firing not on all cylinders, but on a lot of them. And it might just be what we call reference humor at this point, which is really what all of memes tend to be, is just referencing other things that exist and deriving comedy from that. But when I hear that fucking Yu-Gi-Oh music play in an anime fight for like the character is... Typically in Yu-Gi-Oh, that song plays when he realizes the power of friendship, and then he like is about to draw the final card to defeat Pegasus. But here it's like fucking, he has a vision of his waifu pillow, and then it inspires him to get up and win the battle with Anime Slasher. I don't know how to even pronounce it the way he does it, because he's like, I don't know where these guys are from. It's some sort of Florian Himsel-y accent, but then he's also trying to do like a Japanese samurai accent on top of that accent. So there's no possible way I could try to imitate it, but it's very, very funny. Also, I've talked about the Triforce of my implicit biases, but there might be a fourth one that I'm not realizing until now, and that's anything about Elliot Rodger, because these last two films were both ultimately about the Supreme Gentleman. And I not even consciously put them side by side in the festival. So clearly anything that's about Elliot, I also really enjoy. Let's throw this final film into the tier list, and then we'll see who the true winner is after all this time. All right. The Last Weeaboo. I like this one. I think it's A tier. I'm going to put it behind Fast. Oh, no, why am I moving this? What the fuck? No, you were down here. You're going to be behind Fast, but above. Yeah. I think this is it. This is my official rankings for all of the films. 1 A's, 4 A's, 3. Okay, no, that seems like a pretty good distribution. So, we have to use this information mathematically to figure out who the true winner is, folks. That's right. So I set up, let's see, did I do this right? I set up Excel spreadsheet. And we'll put in all of my rankings. Then we'll put in all the audience rankings. And then the magical math will tell us the final ranking of each film. So let's do this. Fast, I ranked as number 2. Okay. Trump did Area 51. I ranked as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Probably shouldn't have had to count that out loud, but what are you going to do? The Brony Fandom one was 5. Insecticide was, looks like 8. Monkey Jones Gets Facially Molested, we put in as 6. John Thick got 10. 10 out of 10, folks. Mumkey's Rent was 4th. This is, I'm sure watching me do an Excel spreadsheet is the best thing you could be doing with your Sunday afternoon, folks. No Soliciting gets 9th. Elliot Gets a Call, of course, is number 1. And The Last Weeaboo gets 3rd. Now, we'll plug in the audience rankings, which I have not yet seen. This will be a surprise to me. I don't know which films the audience liked more than others. So let's go take a look. Do I have the straw poll at the ready? No, I don't. Okay, let's load up the video and click on the straw poll. The one thing I didn't prepare for. Oh, God. Well, in my recommended, it just popped up. Ooh, I'm scared of this. When people make videos about me these days, I just don't even bother. Because whatever. It's like they're telling me what I already know. I'm a piece of shit. I don't need their advice about it. I already know I need to be better. But this just popped up. Monkey Jones, The Last Real YouTuber by Willie Mac Show, but 5 days ago. What does that mean? Is this pro me or anti me? I'm scared. I like Willie Mack. I talked to him before on Sodi, but I'm scared to click on your video, Willie Mack. I got some bad feeling about that one. But I'm sure he gives a very fair criticism, so I'm not too worried about it. Anyway. Oh, my current live streams pop up. Let's go to the straw poll. Come on. Give me my straw poll. No, I just want to click on my own profile, please. Just let me click on my profile. Okay. Oh, I'll sing a song. We are born, then we live, and we die. It's the circle of life. We are free, free to believe in one God in this nation. We love God, this we cry. It's the circle of life. Okay, here we go. Go back to this one. Okay. Results. First place goes to the Brony Fandom is canceled. Interesting. I wouldn't have predicted that one, but I had it ranked at 5, but the audience ranks it as 1. Okay. Then we have The Last Weeaboo gets second place. Wow, okay. I gave it 3rd, so I'm pretty much on par with the audience here. I'm pretty fucking close to the audience on that one. Elliot gets a call from his mother. I'm glad to see that in the top 3 because I made that number 1. So that might solidify its position as the winner since it's so high in both of us. Where did it? Elliot gets a call from his mother is number 3. I think that might seal its fate as the winner, but let's keep going. Fast, which I ranked as 2. The audience ranks at a 4. Not too off. Mumkey Jones gets facially molested will then be 5, which I gave a 6. So, wow, me and the audience's opinions seem to be fairly close on most of these, other than the Brony Fandom one, which maybe that's how you balance out people who like use social media to vote. But I don't know if that's what this guy did. His video was really good, so I imagine he has some sort of audience that went in to support him, but I have no idea. I don't know. I'm not going to accuse anybody of doing anything because I know now that when you go on the internet and just accuse people of shit with no evidence, that becomes the story, that becomes reality, even when you have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. So I'm just not going to get involved. Trump at Area 51 will then be in 6th place, which I gave it 7th. Wow, again, super close. Mumkey's Rent, ooh, that's pretty low. That got 7th. I guess you guys did not have the same implicit bias as me, even though really I'm only 3 rankings away. That's not so horrible. No Soliciting gets 8th. Ooh, am I going to get any of these perfect? I don't think so. 9 and 8. John Thick gets 9. Oh, wow, so I didn't get any of them exactly the same as the audience. John Thick, 9th place for the audience, 10th place for me, and Insecticide, I gave it an 8. Audience gives it 10. All right, so now I'll scroll over and we will see the final score for each film. And the winner will be whoever has the lowest number. This is like golf. Whoever has the lowest number for their final score wins. So let's take a look. I guess I should make myself smaller. All right. Looks like Elliot gets a call from his mother, is in 1st place with a ranking of 2. And we've got a 2.5 at The Last Weeaboo, so that's a very close 2nd place. We've got tied for 3rd is the Brony Fandom and Fast. Let's see, 3s, no 4s, 5s. We've got 2 5.5s, so tied for 5th would be Mumkey Jones gets facially molested and Mumkey's Rent, so the 2 About Me get the same score. 5, any 6s, 7s. We have an 8.5, so no soliciting. And then Oh, did I missed the 6.5 for Trump. Did Area 51. So then second to last is Insecticide, and last place is John Thick Chapter 1. So there you go. Those are the official final rankings for the 4th biannual Simi and Jimmy Short Film Festival, which means the guy who made Elliot Gets a Call from His Mother, you are the winner, as chosen by both me and the audience. And you get the grand prize of 20 PayPal dollars if you email me using the email that you sent the movie on. Hit me up and give me your PayPal information, and I'll send that money to you. Lickety split. Now we're going to take a brief break. I'm going to run to the bathroom to take a piss. I'll come back. I'll catch up on the super chats, and then we're going to watch some films that you haven't seen yet. Some of the films that, for one reason or another, I decided to not include in the film festival, mostly for time reasons. I didn't want it to be really long. But you guys can let me know if I messed up and didn't include some films that should have been included in the big festival. But I'll be right back. And if I messed up my math or anything, I'm sure the chat is just freaking the fuck out about it, and I don't see it right now. Okay, I'm back. Let's catch up on the super chats that I've missed, and then we will watch the Festival of Honorable Mentions, I guess we'll say. Honorable Mentions. So much honor. Okay, Nubcat says, upload ABR versus Psy, please. I already have. Both Asperger versus Psy podcasts are up on a YouTube channel called Evan Thomas. I'm sure if you just search Asperger versus Psy, you might not have to include Evan Thomas, but if you look it up, they're both up online. You can go watch those, as well as a bunch of our Naruto debate podcasts. Connor, thank you for the $2. Animated Demon says, what, do you hate me and Destiny, Tyler? We were loyal. I don't hate anybody. I'm not sure who Destiny is, but I don't hate you, Demon. I just, when I see 3 chats from you in a row, I'm like, okay, let's take a look at these. Do I have to decode a secret message that's in here that's gonna like lead somebody to my grandmother's house or something, so I gotta be careful. Now, I appreciate your demonic antics, but I just have to be a little bit cautious when I'm doing a live show. It's nothing against you. Palm Sugar says, in your mailbag, it was sent with the paint box. More info at the end of the stream. Okay, so I'm guessing I still have your package. I just haven't opened it yet. Connor, you still have the videos of you watching Evangelion. Let's take a look if I still have those videos. The podcast about me watching Eva. Yeah, it looks like I still have all of those. Yeah, I do. Let's take a listen to one.
Alright, episode 8. Got quite a bit to talk about with this one. It starts off with Misato, Shinji, and friends joining a naval fleet, the UN.
Yeah, okay, there's your answer. I have him. You guys want to hear me literally review Evangelion? Yeah, I'll throw them all up as one giant video for you. Let me know if that's what you want. Can you make more porn for us? I mean, I'm sure more shit will leak. I'm sure any porn I make in the future will leak. So you just have to be patient. It'll all be out eventually. I have accepted that everything I ever do or say will be made public one day. Any action, any conversation, it'll all be played on the news. So I'm sure the next time I have sex, you will see it. So just be patient. It's all coming. And Palm Sugar throws in another $2 to say, call me Thur Facebook Palm Sugar. No idea what he's talking about. No idea. All right. Let's go to the festival of films that didn't make it into the contest. And I made these into a YouTube playlist. So this first one is called The Last Egg. And just to be clear, all the ones that we're about to watch, I've only seen once and just thought, no, I'm not going to include that, but I'll save it for a rainy day. But some of them I did not watch all the way through. So just keep in mind, everything you're watching here was put here for a reason. Not because, it was pretty good but didn't make it. Some of these are going to be horrible. Some of these are going to be so offensive that I was like, I am not comfortable putting that into this festival. It's just, there's a potpourri of films here that were placed here for various reasons, and you can decide for yourselves maybe why each one was placed. I'm not gonna ruin the allure of any of these. So let's watch The Last Egg.
The milk's bad. The milk is bad. Now I have to go to the shop and buy more milk. Oh my god! An alien!
Human, I'm in dire need of your assistance.
Dire need of my assistance? What's your name?
My name? It's Nick. What's yours?
My name is Zimzam Zimzam.
Sounds about right. But as I said, I need your help.
You need my help? With what?
I need chicken capsules, eggs to power my spaceship.
Your spaceship? Chicken capsules? Eggs? I know just where I can get some eggs. In fact, I was just on my way there right now.
Where is this fabled land you speak of?
Sainsbury's. You can't come in here. You're an alien.
Oh, okay. How am I gonna power my spaceship?
How am I gonna get some eggs?
Kid, I hear you were looking for some eggs.
I am looking for some eggs.
Well, you've come to the right guy. Because I know where you can find the last egg on Earth.
The last egg on Earth?
Why, yeah. Follow me. This is it, my friend. Behind this door lies the last egg on Earth. Do you have it within you to take that egg?
I'm determined. I must save my friend Nick.
You must fight the guardian of the egg. The guardian of the egg is a fearsome beast. But my friend, I have one final gift for you. The gun of the rectangular Goongalos.
The gun of the rectangular Goongalos.
You must use this gun to kill the Goongalos.
I will, good friend.
But I must bid you farewell.
You can't come with me.
I can't fight this Goongalos. I have a crippling condition of fear for the Goongalos.
Okay, I'm going in.
I can't bear to face it, my friend. Goodbye.
Here I go. I've come for the egg. Here I come. Here I come. Nick, I got him. Here it is. Nick can finally go home. Nick, I finally got him back. It was a treacherous and difficult journey, but I was finally able to get your egg.
How's that supposed to help?
Well, for your ship. Remember, you said you needed an egg to power your ship.
Oh, of course. Yes. I'll pop it in the engine now. Ship's all powered, ready to go.
All right. Will I see you soon, Nick?
No.
Well, it was nice knowing you anyway.
Put her there. And that's how you steal the last egg on Earth.
Alright. Before we go into that one, I want to give props where they're due. So The Last Egg was created by Monkey Jam. So I guess if you want to go check them out and subscribe, check out Monkey Jam. I think The Last Egg is a good example of the British accent makes everything funnier. Not to say that they're not funny. The things that they're saying and doing in the movie are funny, but I think the accent and the way that they speak elevates it to another level. For me, it reminds me of things like your Fitz Thizzlewitz's or even somebody like Hypocrite, where, yeah, you've got funny material, but the fact that you're doing it in sort of a higher pitched British accent, it adds more character and personality to what I'm seeing, and it makes it funnier to me. Again, we've been talking a lot about implicit bias. I think the British accent makes things funnier. What are you gonna do? This film really reminds me a lot of the kinds of short films me and my friends made when I was in high school, where a lot of it would just be, you don't focus on getting cool shots or anything. It's just put the camera on the tripod and you and your friends stand in frame and you mostly improvise. Like you figure out before you start filming what's going to happen in this shot, but it's mostly improvised dialogue. And there are several times in this film where they fuck up. They accidentally talk over each other. You can hear his mom talking in the kitchen while they're at the door. And I kind of appreciate that they cared so little they didn't think to do a second take. Or maybe they did 12 takes and what we saw was always the best of the 12. I have to imagine everything was done in one take. Okay, let's move on. We want to get this done in a day. Fuck it, let's go. And that carefree attitude just gave me a bit of nostalgia for the movies I made in high school. Some of which you have not seen yet, but probably will soon. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. Monetizable Carnage by The Moral Limits, who, if I remember correctly, their film Obama Rama won the previous short film festival. But for whatever reason, I did not think their newest film was festival worthy. Let's see if I made a mistake. Let's watch Monetizable Carnage.
You're literally... Holy Get up, Nicky! Get up! Get up! Holy shit! Nicky ain't doing too good, man. Nicky ain't doing too good. Get out of here. I swear to God, you are focused. Hey, camera gimp, up here. Go! Right here. Hey, Nick. Quiet down. Hey. There we go. Hey, pet his head. Shut him up. All right, are we recording?
Yeah.
Awesome. So, well, today Comic-Con was eventful. Can you not right now? See, we have to make videos. This is a real moneymaker. Shut the fuck up! Stop interrupting my vlog, you miserable shit!
No one watched you before the zombie apocalypse, so what makes you think they're gonna start watching now?
Well, let's think about this with some facts and logic, alright? Most of the YouTube content creators, they fucking died during the initial outbreak trying to live stream the carnage. But, look, if I'm lucky, over the course of the next couple weeks, the rest of them die, and I'll be the only one left to be seen.
We'll be lucky if Nick doesn't eat us in our sleep.
Yeah, that's it. That's the fucking money shot. There we go. Come on, make some more, Nick. Make some more noise, Nick. Come on.
Hey, that's fucking serious.
Yeah, come on, man. Seriously profitable.
Jesus Christ, what can we do about it?
There's not much we can do. I mean, he's this way, and we're gonna fucking live with it, man.
Should we put him down?
Sure. Dude, he's our fucking friend.
Our friend died when...
Is anyone in there?
No.
Great. How come you think that I was the only one left?
Well, you are the only one out there, and that's where you're fucking staying.
Come on, man. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day for a neighbor. Can't you be mine and open up?
Nope, absolutely not.
I guess I'll just have to kick down this door and shoot you off.
Horseshit! You ain't packing jack.
Suit yourself.
How is that supposed to happen?
Buddy, fire. Now! Give it back, my gun! My face is fucking nervous!
Okay, so that one I think has one of the strongest openings of any of the films that we've watched. The amount of effort that they put into just like the opening 45 seconds of all the carnage and all the bloody people and chaos in the streets. I thought that was so strong and so good. When I was reviewing the films, I thought, oh, this is a shoo-in. This is going in the festival for sure. That's amazing. This is great. But then once we get to the garage and the rest of the movie is in that garage, and it's just like you got the zombie in the Spider-Man costume making noise and screaming the whole time. Something about it, it rubbed me the wrong way. I don't know. I was like, I don't know if I can justify having presumably 10,000 people sit all the way through this one. Maybe some of you in the audience think it's the best one out of everything, and that's a fair opinion to have. But we're basing these off of my opinion, because it's my contest. And I don't know, it just didn't do much for me. if it would have been more of the opening and less of the rest of it, I definitely think they had a good shot of winning again this year. But the Moral Limits, go check them out and subscribe if you want to see more of their work. Let's move on to Salad Lad. Let's see if we can figure out what Salad Lad is doing here.
I used to think life had no meaning, that we were all here to die. And then I chopped lettuce for the first time.
Sous le ciel bleu, vole ton silence. Les cœurs des gens amoureux. Sur mon chemin, comme.
My name is Nick, and I've been working at Lloyd's Steakhouse now for 10 years. You know, it's funny. When I first started working at Lloyd's, I applied to be a waiter, but it's funny how things change. One day, the salad prep lady, she just walked out, got mad and walked out. And the boss yelled to me, "Hey boy, get back there and cut us some radishes." And ever since that day, all the pieces fell into place. All the lost meanings, all the problems I ever had all went away. Everything was ambient and peaceful and free. Ever since that day, I chopped that radish. And now my dreams every night are full of lettuce and ranch. Everyone loves me at Lloyd's. That's why I never take a day off. I can't think I've had a day off in about 9 years. The only day off I ever had was when my kid was born, and then I left that just a minute later.
Yeah, I hate that dude.
It's the fucking worst. He's not even good at cutting fucking vegetables.
Man, that fucking guy Nick, he Salad Kitchen, I think. He always asks me for a cigarette one day, and he says he's gonna bring me one back, and he never fucking does. I fucking hate the dude.
I'm honestly great at my job. Everyone likes me there, and I'm honestly the best salad prep person there ever was. And my boss at Lloyd's, he especially likes me.
Yeah, that guy Nick, he's a strange one. You know? I put him on the payroll, tried to help him out, gave him a job, get him started. But you know what? He's so dang weird. He's so protective over that salad bar, man. It's that salad bar. It gets in his head. I'm telling you. I took him off the payroll. The payroll, mind you. And he still keeps coming back. I don't know about that boy.
I use all the money I make at Lloyd's and I stash it in my safe. But I don't actually own a safe. I actually just keep it in this old dusty couch. But today, after I get my paycheck, I'll have just enough money to afford my dream. The thing I've wanted since I started at Lloyd's. A Ford Stanza. Because I don't have a car and I've never had a car. I walk to work every day. It's about a 14-mile walk from where I live.
Sous le ciel bleu, vole ton silence. Les cœurs des gens amoureux. Sur mon chemin.
I see myself in 10 years. I see myself doing what I do every day, chopping lettuce, making ranch dressing, but this time with the Ford Stanza. Come in. Oh, hey, man. How's it going? What are you doing here?
I'm sick and tired of you coming in. I'm sick and tired of you doing shitty vegetables.
What?
I'm tired of it. You don't work here anymore.
Boss, give me a cigarette. Okay.
How is that supposed to help?
All right, that was Salad Lad. I'm now realizing when I put it in this list, I hadn't actually watched it all the way to the end. Interesting concept. I like the novelty of, and again, this is why I love amateur short films, because you get subgenres that don't exist anywhere else. I enjoy the novelty of this subgenre, that being a short film created by a guy who literally asked all of his coworkers to talk shit about him in a movie. Like, he didn't hire actors. These people might not even be his friends. I think he literally works at this place and said to his coworkers, "Hey, I'm making a movie. Will you be in it?" And then the ones that said yes are in it. And that's that. My big criticism would be, if half of your movie, if you're making a mockumentary and half your movie is going to be like the main guy sitting on the couch talking, that's not a bad thing in principle, but you need to make sure you have good audio capture for those scenes. Because if you do you shoot half the movie in one little location and it takes you like half an hour, good for you. But you have to put in the work to make sure I can hear what the fuck you're saying. If you don't fix that in post or you don't set it up while filming the movie, then your entire movie is ruined because I don't know what the hell you're saying. And that, unfortunately, is the sin this film commits. But otherwise, I think it's, Tar Beach. They got 5 subs. Go check them out if you want. This next one, folks, Mumkey Jones stops a domestic dispute by who else but Blue? Okay. Let's have a little bit of real talk here, folks. This movie I watched for less than a minute, and I had to turn it off. This movie is probably really, really, really funny to some people, but it hit so close to home for me. It made me uncomfortable with its content. So I don't know if I can sit all the way through it. We're going to try. We will try. I'll push play. But if I can't handle it, I'm going to turn it off and you guys can go watch it after the stream is over. I think it's probably inherently, purposefully in very poor taste because even I was disturbed. But with that glowing review out of the way, let's take a look, I guess. Mumkey Jones. I don't know if I could sit through this, folks. I don't know.
Brandon, stop.
Yup, that's me. You're probably wondering how I got myself in this situation. Well, it all started earlier today when my friend Butt Sandwich got drunk.
Lyrical individual. No. My rap career's going nowhere. I'm never gonna finish this song.
Hey babe, I'm just gonna set these alcohols here while I go get the chicken nuggets you asked for. But remember, don't drink them. Okay, bye.
Maybe if I drink, my problems will just go away.
Here's your food, babe.
Nikki! Nikki! Where are my chicken tendies?
What? You asked for chicken nuggies, not tendies.
You dumb bitch! You're really gonna get it this time.
No, please, don't!
Get back!
No.
Brendan, please go away.
My father's coming for a long time.
Hey Nikki, I was actually just about to read my Bible again.
Monkey, help. Brendan relapsed and I think he's gonna kill me. Please come over.
I'll be right over. Oh man, what do I do, Siri?
Call the cops before he murders her.
Maybe my Bible has an answer.
Yes, officer. I would like to report a domestic dispute.
Stop right there.
Yes, officer, how can I help you?
What's your name?
Monkey Jones, sir.
Mr. Jones, we have reports of domestic dispute at this address. Do you know anything about that?
Officer, please, just give me 5 minutes to help my friend find the Lord.
Ah, see you're a man of culture as well. Good luck in there.
Thank you, officer.
It's burger time.
No, Brendan, no.
Brendan, stop. Oh. Where am I?
Hello, my son. Welcome to heaven.
God, it's you. Oh man, that must mean I'm dead. Poor Brendan. I was so close to showing him your grace.
Well, my son, here's your chance to save your friend from murdering his girlfriend using love and the word of, well, me.
I won't let you down, Lord. Everyone stop. As the Bible says.
Well, that didn't work. Fuck it. Take this.
Thank you, but how is that supposed to help?
You'll be the last girl to ever ghost me. Freeze! Down on the ground! Monkey, you did it! You stopped a domestic dispute. Monkey Jones stops a domestic dispute. We've been going away for a long time.
Just you wait till I get out, Monkey. I'll ruin your life. Just you wait.
Take that, Brandon.
Nikki, bail me out with the 15,000 pesos that my judge father sends me every week.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I got myself into this situation. Well, it all started.
Ocean Man, take me back. Okay, that wasn't as bad as I remember it being, but I know as soon as the Nikki character locked herself in a room and called Mumkey for help, I had to stop watching. I couldn't watch that. But it was not as offensive as I remember it being. Very funny. Very funny. Just some parts of it are too hard for me to watch. Literal moments of my life being played out on screen. Sometimes I don't like to see. I don't know. That's fucked. But who else but Blue? Let's move on to great, probably another one about me, an Autist Manifesto. I don't remember what most of these are. Let's take a look.
Thread by thread, stitching it together. Twilight stress, cutting out the pattern.
Yeah, today's the day, bitch. Mommy, I want tendies.
right, so just to be clear, am I interpreting this scene correctly? He starts the shower water, then bathes his entire body with Axe body spray, and then turns off the shower water and is done. Is that literally what just happened? Because that's very fucking funny. I mean, I don't know why I'm watching 2 full minutes of this guy get ready for the day, but that is a very, very funny joke.
Hi, Nikki. Did you want any more mayonnaise for your tendies? I can set up the Uber driver for you like you wanted. Do you still have my credit card on you? Today's the day, Mom. Today we get into Area 51. You know, Rump can't hold us all back. Just got a 420 blaze it quick.
How is that supposed to help?
Fucking normal bags. All of them. They all underestimate my fastness. Nothing's gonna get between me and my space waifu. And unlike with Mom's pressure cooker, this time I shall prevail. I've been training my swordsmanship and parkour skills for a week now in preparation for this day. This is gonna be freaking epic. They may have firepower, but do they have goddamn anime on their side? I don't think so.
Aw, don't smoke in front of the cat. I hope that was just water vapor.
Alright. Got the katana. Check. Nuggies. Check.
Did he set this up for the movie, or is every poster in his room just sideways?
Mom, where's my headband?
That Rick and Morty one, he didn't even fucking try to make it straight. But I'm guessing this, I don't know. I don't think he went out and bought this for the movie. I think he owned all of this shit, and it just so happened to fit the character he was playing in the movie. I don't think he hastily bought these posters and then hung them up for the film. I think this is how his room always looks.
They've gotta be hella fucking paranoid. Finally. This is it. Years playing stealth games finally pays off. Gamers, rise up. Dumb fuck.
That's also one I had not watched all the way to the end yet, but that's not bad. That's as far as the runners up, you know, the honorable mention thing goes, I think that's a solid B+ tier. I'm not upset that I watched that film. I mean, it was I don't know, it had some funny ideas in it. That's an Autist Manifesto by Alexander the Grey. We're halfway through. I think I've got 10 of these bad boys. There should only be like 2 new super chats, so let's very quickly read those off before we forget. If I could find right. Bacon Crafted Curtain says, "Hey, just had to say the monkey voice is not funny." Well, that's just my voice. voices aren't meant to be funny. How dare you? And Palm Sugar again says, call me through Facebook. The name is Palm Sugar. I'm not on Facebook. I can't call you through Facebook. All right, that should be the last of the super chats, probably of the day. Let's finish off watching the films that did not make it into the festival. There's only 5 more. Here's one called The Coolest and Epicest Kmart Trip Ever. Turbo Hotness. Again, I do not remember what this is or why I put it in this list. Each of these is like a present to myself.
My coupon. Real good. So you know, like, how I found that Kmart coupon? What if we, like, went to Kmart? Bitchin'. Oh! Yeah! Kmart! Kmart! You ready to go to Kmart?
Hell yeah.
You ready to go to Kmart?
Let's go!
Okay.
Open the door.
Dude, the door's locked. Do you have the keys?
I thought you had the keys.
Bro, I found the keys! Wait, there's like a slight crack. I can, like, put my hand in the mac and cheese and...
How's that gonna help?
Oh, God. The window's all cheesy, dude. How are we gonna get to Kmart now? Does that pole look familiar? Who puts all those poles there?
So real quick, I think this film does a keynote job of portraying what teenage male friendships, what they can be like. Specifically, just look at the juxtaposition of these two guys. You have one who looks like a 14-year-old boy, and the other looks like a 45-year-old man. They look like polar opposites, and yet they're best friends. Something that I've experienced through a lot of my life is that, you know, me and my friends look very, very different from each other. But this is absurdist. So, of course, I don't think any of this was intentional. I think they're just trying to be as wacky and crazy as possible. But it does speak true. You have a bearded guy just playing video games or whatever, and the other guy just comes in and causes a ruckus. He comes over uninvited, I assume, to his friend's house, just opens the door and starts destroying everything and being crazy, and the other guy doesn't react or give a shit. That speaks so true of what genuine teenage and even adulthood male relationships or friendships, what they can be like. And then it was so pure. He says, hey, I've got a coupon to Kmart. Do you want to go? And in the audience's mind, you're thinking, well, that sounds fucking lame. Why would anybody want to do that? But the friend the first thing he says in the whole movie is, bitchin'. And then they're both running like autists towards Kmart. That is, I don't know. I think this guy might have been spying on me, 1984 style for quite some time, because that seems like a lot of weekends of me in high school. Just me and my friends with nothing to do. And you come up with the dumbest thing possible, and it turns into an adventure. I don't know. I'm reading way too much into this this stupid video, but I'm getting a lot more out of it than I did some of the actual film contest videos. So I don't know. I'm getting a good vibe from this movie, is what I'm trying to say.
Polar bears, probably. That's why they're called My favorite Pokemon's Geodude. I'm like remembering him because there's a bunch of rocks here.
Big fan of Hypno because he's got like an anteater nose.
A what?
An anteater nose.
That's a pretty dumb reason. Wait, one more time, say that.
He has an anteater nose.
Your mom has an anteater nose. Wait, come back, dude. Put the lime in the coconut and drink them both up. Put the lime. What? Nikki? But you just abandoned me for like 17 hours, dude. It's morning. Where did you go?
I know where the Kmart is.
You know where Kmart?
Yeah, it's just down the street.
This way. Oh my god. I think I see it. I think I see Kmart. We're here. We did it. We did it. Let's go. Let's go to Kmart. Oh my god. The Kmart. What does the K stand for? Doesn't it look kind of weird?
Yeah.
Like, familiar?
Yeah.
Like, really familiar?
Yeah.
It's like Kmart copied our exact house.
Yeah.
And my exact unfinished bowl of mac and cheese.
What the fuck? Holy shit, they even copied my 2004 Greenworks Electric D Thatcher.
What the fuck? What the fire truck, dude? Wait. I think this might be our house. Dude, I think we just walked in a circle. Bro, you gotta remember, it's not the destination that matters, it's the journey, bro. Oh, come on! Oh, this kind of blows.
Look at this dude with his stupid beaver cut, smelling like green apples.
What?
Any final words?
Yeah. Joe has Sagandis.
Who's Joe?
Sagandis. Ball!
All right. So that was the coolest and epicest Kmart trip ever, of course, by Team Supimpulation, 10 subscribers. I've got to say, this is it's like a simulator. If you want to know the essence of what it's like for sort of the outcast group of guys at your high school, what it's like when they hang out together on the weekend and they're not doing all the Chad and Stacy shit. Like, what do the weird social outcast people do on their weekends when they're hanging out? If you want to know what that feels like, I think this movie really embodies it. I even watching it all the way to the end, it feels like me hanging out with my autistic retard friends, and we're all just obnoxious, horrible people. Shitting on each other, getting into fights, going on adventures. You could 1 second you could be really genuinely excited about the prospect of what you're doing with your friends, and then on a dime you guys are like viciously punching each other. That's what it's like to be a bored 15, 16-year-old hanging out with your friends. That's what it's like to me. I don't know. It's probably too much a reader response theory on that one. Let's go to a Mumkey Jones Short Film Festival entry by Doodoo Head. I got a great feeling about this one.
there, cute.
Oh, Jesus! Why are you in my house?
My parents kicked me out because they found out I was gay.
You're not welcome in my house.
Why are you watching a drunk man kill himself with spicy candy?
Because he's about to talk about the rules to the Monkey Jones short film contest.
Yes, he is!
2 and 5 minutes! Oh my god! You have to have a character named either Nick or Nikki, and you have to include the line of dialogue. How's that supposed to help?
A short film contest? A short film contest? A short film contest? A short film contest?
Yes, you see, Robert, if I can get into that short film contest, do you know how many people will get to see my beautiful face?
I think your face is beautiful.
Hundreds of thousands, Robert. I'm gonna be famous. No longer will I be trapped in the shackles of obscurity. Finally, I will be recognized for the true artist I am. Then, no girl would be able to resist me.
That ego's larger than my love for men.
So what do you say? Are you in?
What even is your film gonna be about?
Well, okay. You see, I don't know.
That's priceless.
Come on, you gotta help me, man. Come on. I'll put your channel in the credits of the description of the video.
Okay, one condition.
No, you don't mean.
Yes, I do mean. The good old beef stroke me off. Dinner for two, fondle and feel me up.
I'll do it.
Wait, really? Because I was just messing with you.
Alright, that's good.
But now that I know that you're desperate, it's an opportunity I can't pass up.
Whatever. We'll do that later.
Who are you calling?
The big guns.
Ah, the dildo got me in my ass.
Someone call me?
What ideas do you have? Oh, nothing I see.
Wait, I have an idea. We should just make a short film about not knowing what to make a short film about.
Oh.
Really, that's your idea? Some ideas are just not meant to be shared.
Well, fine. You guys come up with an idea then.
I have an idea. Now that we've taken out the trash, we could do a short story about a man named Homeless Bob who's homeless, and he beats up other homeless people for their homelessness.
I hate the idea. Not enough tits.
Well, fine. Do you have a better one?
Yo, can I borrow $5? I need to buy some talkies.
Yo, who was that guy?
Oh, that's my friend Nick.
Dick?
Hey, yo. No, Nick.
Oh, okay. Hi, Dick.
Yo, Robert, get my wallet out.
What?
Second word.
Could we borrow you for a short film? No, your short film's gonna be trash. Alright. I do know that Monkey ended up cheating on his girlfriend with a furry pedophile, so we can just put you in a fursuit, send you to the local playground, and let you go crazy and record that.
I'm surprised you'd come up with a half-decent idea. I know Mason has a spear.
How's that supposed to help?
We could stab all the runners that try to skip the park.
Wait, say that again?
We could stab all the runners with the spear.
No! Corey, what did you say?
How's that supposed to help?
Wait, didn't you say your friend's name was Nick?
Yeah.
Isn't that one of the rules for the contest?
My plan worked. Now I have a short film entry that I can put into Monkey's short film contest, and I didn't even have to work for it. Anyways, I won't be needing your puny earth leeches anymore, so now it's time to murder you. Say goodbye. Wait, Monkey was on Earth, and I just killed him.
Stop! Okay, let's go back a little bit. So this one I wanted to include because Boy, howdy, isn't that the honest truth? You guys know I do those 48-hour film festivals, or at least I did back in the day. I've done 2 of them before. And the first thing that always comes to mind is like, oh, what if we make our 48-hour film about us making our 48-hour film? And that is consistently like, and I imagine it happens to a lot of other people in the contest too, where that's the thing that jumps straight to your head. It's like, oh man, we'll be meta about it and everybody will love it. But I've yet to see, and I've never done it myself, but I've yet to see one of those that actually went above and beyond and was good. Nothing against Doo-Doo Head here. They, it looks like they had fun with it. But I've yet to see somebody take that concept in a film festival where their movie is about making the movie. The idea that I always had, I was hoping we would get the genre of something like mystery, and the film would be like the 48-hour film festival group, all together, and I'm giving a presentation to them of what I think the movie that we make should be. So the opening scene would be like, Heath Ledger's Joker. The film earned over $1 billion at the box office, and Heath Ledger won the Oscar for Best Actor. Phenomenal job. Huge success. And I would say that over and over again, but about different films. So, for example, Paul Walker. Fast and Furious 7 was the most successful film of the series, made $1.3 billion at the world box office. What do all these films have in common? The lead actor died before the movie came out, and then it was a huge success. So all we gotta do to win the 48-hour film festival is have one of us die in the process of making the film. That's all I had planned, was that opening scene, and then it's like about the paranoia of all the, everybody on the crew, like, oh, is one of us gonna die? And then maybe, one of them dies, and we don't know how, and it's a mystery who did it. But even that, I don't know if that would even be good. That's just the idea I always had in my head of how I would do that if I was gonna make a movie like that. Anyway, we've got 3 more of these to watch, so let's go watch a cliche fight.
Stop! You have violated the law. And what makes you think I'm the type to listen to authority? Because otherwise we'll be forced to, use force on you. Now, return the amulet of who gives a fuck, or else, I guess. You clowns don't know who you're dealing with. And you don't know who we are. That's how meeting new people works. What other clowns? Truth be told, I don't know what I'm dealing with on a daily basis. Let's introduce ourselves. I'm Hayden, and this is Nikki. You got a name, right? Nowadays, I'm known as Alabaster. More like Alabastard, am I right? Well, I wasn't planning on fighting today, but I think I'll enjoy planting you two into the ground. Ooh, fight me first. You're not fighting me together? 2 on 1? That'd be unfair. And we could get in each other's way. And I'm kinda lazy. And he's kind of OP. Your funeral. We'll see about that. Round 1. Fight! Hurry, Arrivederci! It's all ogre now. You fools! I was only using 10% of my power! That's what they all say. Hayden? I'd like to switch out. Hold on for 1 second, I just made tea. Alright. Let's do this. Pew! What? No, How do I want to end you? Nikki, do something. Hold on for 1 second, buddy. Just about perfect. How's that supposed to help? This way, I get a great view of the action. Aren't you gonna support me in my time of need? Ganbate kudasai, baka! Now that that's settled, guess I'll... Jeez, what a fucking pussy. Hey, getting electrocuted ain't exactly a paper cut. Actually, it's only electrocution if you die. You're gonna die if you don't shut it. I'd like to see you try. Shit. But just so you know, Nani, you've activated my trap card. You're bluffing, right? I said he was OP. Impossible! This isn't even my final form. Yada yada does it. Punch! Also, I'm not left-handed. Alabastard is unable to battle. Hayden is the winner. Pathetic. Alright, I got the amulet. You think you can carry this poor loser back into town? Yeah, whatever. Oof.
Okay. That one.
Stop.
That one, as far as I know, this is an original concept by Psycho V Dude 13X. I don't know if this is like a parody of other stuff. I mean, the characters I'm talking about, or if it's wholly original. But what I appreciated about this one is that some Psycho V Dude 13X just made their own anime, right? Regardless of what you think about it, they invented these characters and their designs, and they just made their own 3-minute and 20-second anime, which is, it's weird to me, right? I don't know, something about it, I respect it. The video itself, I wouldn't go out of my way to watch something like this, because like, oh yeah, okay, I mean, it's whatever, it's not bad or offensive, it's just like its own, it's whatever, it's a thing. But the fact that somebody made all of that just by themselves, I don't know, something about it just it rings a bell for me. That's all I can say. I appreciate the effort. I appreciate somebody just making their own thing, even if they acknowledge that it's cliche in the title. Anyway, let's move on. We've got 2 left. Let's watch The Singularity Waffen, An Ideological Quest for Truth by Nefarious R. Ozzy.
Over here, friend. Come on. Sit down. Sit down right there. You have chosen the correct religion. Congratulations. This world has forgotten our message and has paid a price for it. It's up to you to save the world now.
All right, before we go into whatever this is, just very brief thoughts on Singularity Waffen or whatever. By Nefarious RS, if you want to go subscribe. It's obviously like Filthy Frank related, almost a direct ripoff in some ways, with a little bit of I think JonTron helped with the script. I think they said, with all the Jewish trickery and the Aryan Brotherhood and stuff. That's a joke, by the way. Yeah, whatever. It's funny. It's derivative, but it's funny, and I threw it into this list because why not? Let's watch the final one. It's less than 3 minutes, thank God, because I got to pee again. The Audistic Adventures, not autistic. The Audistic Adventures of Belle Delphine and Nikki. If I recall, this is the cam girl who sold her bathwater, and it reportedly had some sort of STD in it or something. I don't know. Again, I'm not here to talk shit when I literally don't know what I'm talking about, but that's what I've heard. Anyway, let's watch that and get this over with.
Aw, yeah, girl. I just got so much money from my premium Snap. I wish I could get as much money as you, Belle Delphine. I wish I was a girl. You are a girl, sister. You're a dick girl. Just own it, man. Also,
Hey,
Nikki.
is this about me? Am I supposed to be Nikki, you son of a bitch?
You really don't have to worry. You're small, but one day, when your cosplay gets a lot better, the guys will come to you. You just need a lot more makeup, Photoshop, and bathwater to sell. Yeah, I guess you're right. So, wanna spend all this money on cocaine? Hell yeah, sister! Yas.
IRS, open up!
They caught us! To the windows! To the halls! Ugh! I can't believe those stupid neckbeards thought it was okay to audit us! Belle, I really regret this. I think we would have just gotten more respect if we were real upfront porn stars instead of selling nudes on the internet type of girls. E-thoughts, yeah, those things. Oh, shut up, Nikki. You don't know what it's like. This is hard work. See, we're making art, and they're making... I don't know what they're making, but we're artists, and they're not, because we work on our cosplays. Yeah, we do. I didn't buy mine off of Amazon. Haha. My master, you're dying! Oh my god, Nikki. I will not be able to laugh, but with your penis, you'll go much further than I ever could. What? How is that supposed to help? Well, you see, girl, 4chan, go to 4chan for untold riches.
A few inches later.
Aw, yeah, it's me, 4chan's best girl, #represent. And today we're gonna be shoving pineapples up my ass. The end.
Okay. Oh, we're finally free from these short films. That one, it was competently made, and I'm sure there's a lot of jokes that went over my head because I don't know much about that person. But, I thought it was fine, and I figured other people deserve to see that too, since I had to see it. But that is the dramatic conclusion to the 4th biannual Simmy and Jimmy Short Film Festival. Folks, we just sat here and watched 20 movies, commentated over them, put some of them into tier lists, promised one person $20. It's been an exciting 3 hours here streaming on YouTube, and unfortunately, it is almost over. I'm going to finish off these super chats, and then we're going to say goodbye so I can go pee. All right. Oh, thank God it's only one. Ron Maverick says, have you ever seen The Office US? Yeah, I've seen The Office many times. I think you kind of seem like a Michael or Dwight kind of guy, but you kind of resemble Gabe and you sound like Kevin. Now, Gabe is very tall, and a lot of his comedy comes from him being like a tall, awkward kind of guy. I don't see that being me. In terms of personality, being a Michael or a Dwight, I could see a mixture of the two. That's fair. mostly like the worst of Michael. Any scene where Michael is authentically trying to do something good, but it just comes off as horrible and cringy. I think, I think you might be onto something with that one. He has good intentions, but it just looks horrible all the time. Anyway, that is 3 full hours of streaming today. Don't worry, this is not going to become a stream channel. We've got lots of actual quality koala, like, you know, koalas, the Australian animal. We've got some koala tea content coming. Don't you worry. If you don't like live streams, just don't click on them. It'll solve a lot of problems for you in the chat. And we got videos coming. I just gotta, balancing work, free time, and YouTube work. It's I haven't figured it out yet. I'm still working on it. And I'll see you next time with some videos. Stay tuned. Stay subscribed. You don't have to click on everything. Don't forget it. Click on the things that look interesting to you. I promise a variety of different things that will make a lot of different types of people very happy. But that's it for me. Palm Sugar says it's the envelope with the letter P on it. Okay, I can look for that. Bacon Crafted Curtain says don't piss. It's too late. Thank you for tuning in for the 3 hours if you did. And thank you to everybody who entered the short film contest. Thank you to Seeker of the Profound for the last minute $5. And I'll see you all next time.